Very good afternoon, student. This is a new video for you based on the differentiation between malleable cast iron and nodular cast iron. In previous video, we discussed about how we can heat treated to a white cast iron to produce the malleable cast iron and its classification of malleable cast iron that depend upon the rate of cooling. And we know that in malleable cast iron we heat it up to the 1050 degrees Celsius and then we allow to soak for 72 hours to 96 hours, and then we have a different cooling rate, and according that we will get the three different type of the malleable cast iron. Today we will find out the differentiation between this malleable cast iron and nodular cast iron. And nodular cast iron, it is also called as the ductile cast iron. Let us find the first point. Malleable cast iron produced through the heat treatment from white cast iron, and the nodular cast iron produced by nodulizing treatment to the grey cast iron melt with manganese. The second point, the carbon and silicon are low for making the malleable cast iron from the white cast iron, and the carbon and silicon are high for making the ductile or nodular cast iron. The content of C means carbon is free form but temper carbon, in this case malleable cast iron, and this temper carbon have the spherical shape with irregular periphery. In nodular cast iron, the carbon also contain the carbon in a free form. Here the graphite is in a exact spherical shape, and sometimes it is also called as the spherical cast iron. The fourth point for the malleable cast iron, that with the same matrix they have less strength but more ductility. But in this case they have more strength but less ductility. Let us find out the another part, that is the chilled iron or molten iron. These are made by casting the molten metal against the metal chiller, which result into the surface of white cast iron that is hard and wear resistant, and the soft grey cast iron at core because of the differential cooling rate. When molten metal comes in contact with the mold wall because of the rapid cooling or the chilling, the white cast iron is produced. When we go to the entire cooling rate decreases and grey cast iron is produced, the depth of chill decreases and harden of the chill zone increased by increase the carbon content. Secondly, the silicon content also decrease with the depth of chill zone. These are used in railway, car wheels, then crushing roll, the stamp shoe, dies, etc. Let us go for the another part of the cast iron, and that is the alloy cast iron. The alloy cast iron is one which contains specially added element in sufficient amount of the produced and measurable changes and mechanical property such as resistance to the corrosion. Most of the alloying element accelerate the graphitization. The chromium, it forms the chromatic carbon which is more stable than Fe3C. The small amount of the chromium increase the strength, hardness, resistance to the wear, and decrease the machinability. Then copper is the graphitization, but one fifth of potential of the silicon normally added to range of 0.25 to 2.5%. It tends to break up massive cementite and strengthen the matrix. Molybdenum is improve the mechanical property and mild stabilizer of the carbide, 0.25 to 1.25% we can allow the molybdenum. The fatigue strength, tensile strength and hardness improves.